Hi guys, morning, Simon here. All these videos that I do, to me, are practice. They're practicing, teaching me to try and speak clearer, more professional into the camera. So, obviously, bear with me. I am doing my best, but I'm trying to listen to what I'm saying to you and trying to hesitate on some of the wordings that I'm giving you to try and be a little bit more professional to how I prefer myself. So, a little bit about us. I've been a sole trader for 20 years, talking left school, worked for all the manufacturers, various jobs, always the same industry, all in-home service type of work, talking appliances and boilers and service and gas and plumbing, etc. So eventually took to a position as a sole trader. I started working as a contractor for Halifax Property Maintenance of all people, so shout out to Mel Butler. He kind of inspired me to the other side of the business. He taught me the beginning part of the heating side of it that pushed me on to the boilers. Without Mel's probably subconscious showing me how to go, I probably wouldn't have done the boilers, so it's probably all his fault. But there you go. So I grew into boilers, became a contractor for British Gas, grew the business. 20 years as a sole trader. I got quite comfortable, to be honest with you. The fridge always full kind of saying. I really took a back burner. Wasn't really bothered about too much growth. Had a couple of lads, but as a turnover, nice car, nice house, decent holidays. I didn't really have to too much struggle, but the business wasn't going to get any bigger. So I made the decision to go limited company January 21. I thought that'd make a massive change. You know what, realistically, it didn't. It made me a director rather than the owner, so it made me take a wage rather than just all the money realistically would have been mine. But it does actually change you slightly in mindset, because obviously you're more transparent. There's different things you have to do. So the first few months have been a limited company. Not massive amount of changes, apart from all the admin side of it. And obviously people think you've gone bust because your name's slightly changed, but it didn't. We just had to change because at the end of the day, 49-year-old now, I needed to be in a position where I can be different. It's my last chance to prove that I am as good as I think I am. So I joined mentorship program in September 2021, joined the Trade Mastermind Network, and with that in place, things massively changed. It was like a light bulb moment where we became more of a business rather than just the same as it was, but with a limit on the end of it. So I kind of changed the way I look at things. Things were explained simply. We massively grew straight away. The initial investment of my time and efforts to change the way they did things made a difference. We actually tripled this turnover on that first year and the last sort of 4 months trading. So went over to a turnover of just under 300,000 with a really healthy profit. We're talking over £120,000 in profit. And after all the costs, we're still nearly £80,000. So for the first year trading with the vehicles, with the changes of PCs, the extra staff wages, etc., we've done okay. So what's happened is I've got salesmen now, as you guys probably know. I've got managers in place. I've got a reasonable team of engineers on front end that are following processes. The process to me are really important because these guys are doing a job how I want the job to be done. So we're trying to give the customer a better service every time. So we actually, our tagline is a better service every time guaranteed. So people kind of know that they've got a professionalism on all elements of our business. So 2022, it's a good year so far, hopefully. We've had a good month in January. Not like an on fire month, but everybody's the same. But we've done business, we've done 60,000 or so in January, so that's not a bad month for a micro business, people call us, because we've got just around 10 employees now, but we've got a P&Ls in place. As long as we follow what we're doing, as long as the nothing massively changes with the economy to stop it from doing it, we should do over 1 million, possibly 1.5 million this next trading year. So I need to man up. I need to be the person that I've grown to be mentally. I'm prepared for it. I've listened to so many audiobooks. I've read so many autobiographies. I've been around so many professional people who've proven this method works. You know, I'm not Amway. I'm not pyramid selling. I'm just growing the business professionally. I'm following the right processes and doing these things, and I'm really focused. Talking about the focus side of it, I would now be really interested in having an investor, but the investors have to be more like a business partner to me, somebody who's in the industry or wants to, or got the same goal. Yeah, she'd be financially investing into it, and I won't be taking all the cash out of it, what I'd be paid into, but I would like to get this business massive. I'd like it to grow to a stage where, you know, we're an household brand, and that's the end goal. That's why the in-home came from originally, because we want to be able to offer the customer a one-stop shop. And so far, I'm sticking to that principle. And unless somebody tells me it's rubbish, it's working okay. If we take on more kitchen work, as what we're looking at this year, that revenue I've just given you a forecast will probably go up considerably more, because I've already got the lad lined up for it. I've already got the deal set up with the suppliers, and obviously being a finance partner, we can book finance in people's houses. So, you know, customers are spending money in the houses still. I think the holiday things is still what people are looking forward to, but prioritise them still putting money into building or rebuilding their houses. So I think we should have a good few years of growth still there as well. So if you want to come and join me as an investor or a business partner, you know, send me a message, hook up to me. You know, you never know, we might be able to put something together and we'll both have a financial freedom from it. But that's the goal for me, a little bit of financial freedom. Yes, I'd like a bigger wage, of course I would. We all want that. But at the moment, the investment goes back into the guys, back into the business, and back into growth. So I hope this video is reasonably informative to you. As from Monday, I'm actually going to start wearing a suit. So I've transitioned from a tradesman in my Snickers, in my workwear, up and down lofts, coring out, fitting boilers, fitting washing machines, repairing appliances, doing camper vans, to wearing chinos and a polo shirt of some variety for work, to possibly out and out from Monday, if I can be man enough to do it on Monday morning, is to start wearing a suit for work. So I've ordered the suit, paid for it, got to go pick it up in an hour's time. Fingers crossed it'll fit me, because I'm a bit fat, because obviously the difference of not running around on the tools all day and now sat in the office more. I need to get to the gym. That's part of this mental training as well. So I do need to get to the gym. So when my leg gets out of bed, I think that's where we're going shortly, before I get the suit. But we're on it. I'm really positive. I feel like there is a future for us. I do feel myself really mentally ready for this. I don't want to babble on loads, but you've obviously got some form of interest watching this video. If you want to come and join us, our sales team, I really could do with another salesman. The sales guy at the moment is nearly flat out with the amount of leads he sits. He's obviously turning these leads into jobs, so he's very good, but we've only got one salesman at the moment, so I have put an offer in there to take an additional salesman. We've got plenty of gas engineers, so we're okay for gas engineers at the moment. I've got a good plumber who's really good. I've got the joiner on board. I really could also do with an electrician, so, you know, there's a vacancy out there for an electrician at the moment. We've got two members of staff that are like on the bottom end of stuff, like an apprentice and a labourer now. We've got another Kickstart member coming, fingers crossed, shortly to help with the admin. So we're getting to a stage where even the payroll alone is quite a, I wouldn't say a headache, but there's work enough for that now. So hence why the administration side of the business, there we go, that's the, you're not thinking what I'm saying, administration side of the business is growing as well. You know, there's a lot to manage, lots of paperwork to do. Our new compliance engineer is starting the 1st of March. We will then self-compliant, so we're going to try and work to a similar qualification, a similar standard to like a BS standard. So our engineers will be quantified and qualified and checked constantly by our engineer, so we know that the quality of our work is tip-top first class. Same kind of things what you're supposed to get from the BG guys. So you can imagine you get the small family business mentality of looking after you, and the care we're going to put into looking after your homes. So not like the big corporates, but with the similar type of things in place, so you know you've got handing out a proper service provided by a smallish family business. So there you go, guys. Sorry to rant on. This video is nearly 10 minutes long, so most of you are probably gone now, because I don't want to take too much of your time. But thanks for sharing. Any comments, any feedback, I'd love to hear it. But, you know, I've just looked to thankful for people who are showing some interest in us. I really appreciate the customers' feedback, because we're getting some amazing quality feedback off our customers. I appreciate the time and the effort that you're putting in sharing with us. I'd like to thank my wife for putting up with the change from just a scruffy plumber to a businessman. She's even said I'm Mr. Business now. The kids are even picking up that my changing mental state and the way I look at things and the way I try and run the actual finances is totally different. Yeah, they'd like to see a bit more of a wager for me, but obviously at the moment I'm trying to push it back in the business. So we've got the growth and we've got the cash flow to do that, because obviously cash flow is always a great thing to think about when it's a reasonable business. But we've got some good backings. Our trade partners, Wolseley and James Hargreaves, and some of the others are quite good with us. They're supplying as well. They're not too keen on us. They're doing okay. They're giving us a credit line, and obviously we're paying them back as soon as we need to pay them back. So I really appreciate that those suppliers as well. So I'm not going to wobble on. It's 11 minutes now. I'm starting to wobble on, and realistically, that's not why I'm here. So just like to say thanks. Let's see what Monday comes. Let's see if I actually get the grow the balls to wear the suit. But fingers crossed. I'm going to hopefully look nice and smart and hit this year as a winner. If you want to join us, let's say, just hook me up in the messages. Take care, guys. Thanks for your interest in